Promise you will help me get what I want.
She had always looked untouchable. That was the first thought that crossed his mind as the door creaked open just enough for him to see inside. Not wide, not obvious, just enough. The hallway light behind him was dim, and the bedroom lamp inside cast a warm glow across silk sheets, shadows dancing along the walls. At first, the 20-year-old thought he was mistaken. His brain refused to process what his eyes were slowly assembling. His mother was there, not dressed for sleep, not dressed for comfort, and she wasn't alone. The man behind her was older, his hair grayed with authority rather than age, his posture confident in a way only men with power carried themselves. One arm rested on her shoulder, familiar, possessive. Too close. The young man's heart slammed against his ribs. This wasn't a hug. This wasn't a misunderstanding. His hands trembled as he slowly raised his phone, instincts sharper than emotion. He didn't know why he did it. Maybe it was shock. Maybe it was survival. Maybe, deep down, he already knew that what he was witnessing would one day decide the fate of his family. He pressed record. Neither of them noticed. And that was when everything changed. Welcome, story lovers. If you love deep, shocking stories filled with betrayal, power, and karma, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments where you're watching from as we continue. His mother had once been the picture of elegance. Years ago, when his father built his empire from nothing, she stood beside him at galas, interviews, and charity dinners. Cameras loved her. Investors trusted her smile. She was the woman behind the man, the queen behind the throne. The empire grew. 10 billion, 20, 50, and somewhere along the way, love turned into leverage. By the time the divorce papers were filed, the house no longer felt like a home. Lawyers replaced laughter. Boardroom discussions replaced family dinners. Every word spoken felt rehearsed, calculated, dangerous. She wanted half, not because she needed it, but because she believed she deserved it. Her husband refused. He had built the empire with his own hands, his own risks, his own sacrifices. Yes, she had stood beside him, but half of 50 billion was not love. It was conquest. The case landed before a judge known for his discretion, influence, and spotless reputation. Or so everyone thought. The mother had done her research. She knew power recognized power, and desire recognized opportunity. Their first meeting was professional. The second was personal. By the third, lines had blurred completely. Private dinners turned into private conversations. Conversations turned into promises. Promises turned into expectations. And expectations turned into leverage. She didn't see it as betrayal. She saw it as strategy. But she didn't account for one thing. Her son. He had come home early that evening, his mind heavy with questions he was too afraid to ask his father. He wanted answers. He wanted truth. He wanted to believe his family wasn't falling apart because of greed. Instead, he found something far worse. As the recording continued, his breathing grew shallow. Every quiet laugh from behind the door felt like a blade. Every soft touch confirmed the unthinkable. This wasn't about love. This was about control. He stopped recording only when his hands began to shake too violently. He walked away silently, his footsteps careful, his heart shattered. That night, he didn't sleep. By morning, he knew exactly what he had to do. His father didn't speak at first. He just watched, frame by frame, photo by photo, video after video. A man who had faced hostile takeovers, economic collapses, and political pressure without flinching finally closed his eyes. Not in anger, in disappointment. She planned this, the father said quietly. The son nodded. She used the law against me, the father continued. And now, the law will hear the truth. The courtroom was packed the day the evidence was presented. The judge sat high, confident, unaware that the very power he believed protected him was about to betray him. The footage played. Gasps echoed through the room. The woman's face drained of color. The judge's hands clenched. Silence followed. Then chaos. The case was immediately suspended. An investigation was launched. News outlets exploded with headlines. Investors pulled back. Regulators stepped in. The empire didn't fall, but reputations did. The judge resigned before the verdict could be read. The woman lost the case entirely. Not half, not a cent, and the price she paid was far heavier than money. The son moved out. The father rebuilt trust where it still existed. And the woman? She learned, too late, that some doors, once opened, can never be closed again. Money couldn't save them. Power couldn't protect them. And betrayal always leaves a witness.